so we're good.
All right. Hello, 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 and happy Friday, my dear, amazing, beautiful souls. Thank you all so much for joining us on a Friday night tarot and chill. I am joined with the amazing Amanda, and you guys know me, Pinocchio. I'm super excited to be here this week. I have been really we've been practicing the art of surrender and allowing the flow to be what guides us. And so thank you all so much for being here this week and meeting us in the divine time that this message reaches you. I trust that these messages tonight will be delivered with care, love, and authenticity. And I'm really excited to hear what we have in store for tonight, because I tell you what, with the energies we've been working with in this past week, I can imagine that they're going to be really inspiring, beautiful, and encouraging. So we'll get this week started with some gratitude. So if you are joining us and you would like to drop down in the chat any of your gratitude, feel free to go ahead. I'm going to start this week with my gratitude as kind of a bit of a lesson, and it actually just realized it right before we started. So I came home from having an absolutely beautiful day. I spent a good walk outside and the weather was beautiful. The sun was shining, and I came home. I left my older dog at home today because I just wanted a peaceful walk with my sweet Leia. It felt like the thing to do. And I came home and my spiritual tool had been torn to shreds by my sweet Jasmine, and I had a moment of really needing to just practice the act of surrender. I had all these plans and thoughts and things that I thought I was going to do with this tool, and I had to release all of those immediately and realize that I got the opportunity to work with what I had in front of me. And what I had in front of me was a bunch of beautiful feathers that now I could utilize to make different fun, crafty, artistic, spiritual things. So now, instead of having one spiritual tool, I have many spiritual tools and inspiration to make them. So grateful. My gratitude is towards the act of surrender and the ability to be able to see the blessing in every moment that we walk through. So hi, Jessica. Thanks for joining us. And Amanda, I'm going to pass the talking stick over to you, my dear.
Okay. Well, I'm grateful for unexpected inspiration, and I'm grateful for soul family as always, and I'm grateful for our furry spirit guides who direct us in unexpected ways as well. And I'm grateful for small miracles, is the way I'm going to put it. I have to be cryptic right now because things are happening and it's not time to share them. But I'm grateful for all of the small miracles that are happening
I love that. I love that. Miracles have been big. I don't know if I shared this with you guys, but I had my 1 year checkup with my heart doctor, and I got the clear that my heart is doing so good that I don't have to come back for 2 years. And he said that my heart looks totally normal, like you would never know that I had heart surgery 3 years ago. Like it's better than new, because I didn't even it's better than it's ever been, because I've never had a heart this good. So
That's amazing.
I know, right? That's a miracle in and of itself. I will thank the universe for and hold accountable all of my blessings. So
Yay.
beautiful. Oh, Jessica shares their gratitude. She says, I'm grateful for family and my own healing process. I'm also grateful for the two of you. Oh, thank you, Jessica. We're grateful for you too. And thank you. Yes, I feel really blessed. I really do. I genuinely I know we have our ups and downs, and I know that there's days where we are exactly where we are, but I am grateful for my blessings every single day, and I see them in each and every one of you. So thank you all so much for joining me on this journey of life. I could not be more grateful to the universe and to all my spirits, angels, and guides who have led us together to be able to share our path and our journeys. And yeah, anyways, I love you guys. You're the best. I know Amanda's got some cards to start for us tonight, and I have just one. I have one card and then a message from the bottom of the deck, and then I'll pass it right to you, Amanda. I see us ending tonight in a meditation, but we're going with the flow, and I really feel a lot of good messages are going to come forward tonight. So if you are here, these messages are for you, and may you receive them with lots of love and grace. All right, the first card that we pull for the night is card number 11, which says strength. Archangel Ariel. Great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. 1111. And Amanda, that's all I'm going to do, and I'm going to pass it over to you.
So the reason I started laughing is because my first card is Merida from my new deck that just magically showed up at my house. Whoever sent it, thank you. I don't know where it came from, but I am accepting it with lots and lots of gratitude. But I see this as strength as well. Merida is my absolute favorite princess, and she embodies the Empress to me. Really, she's just all about living life on her own terms. So I was very amused that your card is strength, and my first card is basically strength as well. And then the next one is Jack and the Beanstalk. So that one to me is curiosity and adventure and travel and abundance as well. And then I have the Princess and the Frog, which is acceptance of who you are. And then it says Scheherazade. I probably completely butchered that, and I apologize for whatever language that was. But Jasmine, and this is such a pretty Jasmine card. I'm going to see if I can turn this on. Hang on. I want more light for these cards.
I was going to say, you always give yourself a hard time, but I can always see the cards too. When I watch the replays, I can always see whatever card you're holding. So,
I know, but I can't.
But yes.
There we go. That's better. Look how pretty she is. And she's holding the lamp. So, Jasmine, another incredibly powerful princess who, especially in the latest, like the live action Aladdin movie, is just so powerful. But this one is also, it's coming into your power, but also accepting both sides of yourself. So the light side and the dark side as well. And accepting yourself as who you are, not who people want you to be. And then this one's called Donkey Skin. But what I love about this card is that this one in particular is about letting your light shine and seeing yourself as beautiful, not having to wear this mask anymore, but accepting that you're beautiful inside and out, and that other people see you that way. as long as you let your light out, you will draw in the people that see you in this way and not have to have a mask on. So this is the most long-winded message I've ever given because they're usually really, really quick. But the spirit is having me take my time today for whatever reason and go all over the place. But basically, it's about having fun again and accepting who you are and finding the power that comes from that acceptance and just enjoying how life comes into you when you have that freedom of being authentic with you. That's it.
Amanda, that was beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I love the messages I pulled to follow. So I actually I have a couple piles here, but I think the first pile I want to go to is the Oracle of the Light and the Dreams. The first card that came forward is red. I've never pulled this card before, so it says be gentle, strong, kind, considerate, and tender. And look, it almost looks like a feminine figure, but it's not. It's actually a male. Or maybe it's androgynous. But either way, I think the point is to see yourself as an androgynous being that is here to be your unique self, to be strong within your expressions and connections, and to be gentle with yourself as you walk forward, as you meet others where they are. But it says the horned, red-haired creature has a special affinity with the animals of the forest. Deep in the woods, the robin and the squirrel rest with him for a while. They feel safe to whisper their fears and secrets to him. The animals are calm and at peace, sensing his gentle and loving nature. Through quiet observation and with compassion and awareness, he is attentive to their needs and has become comforting ally and friend, always ready to aid and protect. Gentleness consists of being kind, considerate, and amiable. A gentle person is aware of the needs of others and less prone to reactive behavior. By expressing attributes of gentleness such as smiling, displaying warmth, and showing kind-heartedness and goodwill, we invite the trust, friendship, and love of others. Gentleness is strength under control. Gentleness is strength under control. It is the ability to stay calm no matter what happens. And so the first message that comes forward is being able to see where you have grown, where the past you may have experienced certain situations that would have totally derailed you, that now you're like, you know, you see it coming or you see it happening and you're able to like experience it and then move forward, and it's not derailing you, but rather you're seeing your power and you're meeting that gentle grace with others as well. You're seeing how you interact within the world and how that world is reflected within you and within others. I really okay, I'll go on. Card number 36, because I have 3 of them and I don't want to go forever, but yeah, this is feathers, deep self-confidence. Okay, so you're learning how to be gentle with yourself. You're finding the softness and you're developing deep self-confidence. You're realizing how nothing that happens in the world is going to affirm that confidence within you more than you can affirm it within yourself. And so you're having these experiences now that are affirming for you, and it's like icing on top of the cake. It's like the sprinkles on the ice cream, you know. It's it's listening to that inner wisdom and trusting. It's being able to let go of the wing and enjoy the feathers and be able to see where you can turn any situation that you experience into something quite beautiful. And it says, this portrait depicts a character who is strong, independent, confident in her own abilities, and proud of her individuality and achievements. Having self-confidence means being comfortable with who you are. It is having belief in yourself and your abilities to meet life's challenges. Gaining confidence is strongly related to how we react to things that happen in our lives. There is plenty we can do to alter our thoughts and expectations to gain more confidence, including ignore the haters. Yeah, it says that in the book. Ignore the haters. Acknowledge the positive. Be kind to yourself. Forget the past. Forget the past. And stop worrying now. Be assertive in communicating your needs, feelings, and opinions. Our doubts are traitors and make us lose the good we often might win by fearing the attempt. That's by William Shakespeare. Okay, last card from this little like mix of three here. We have card number 13, which is the Dragon Keeper. Be nurturing. Protect, enable, and nourish, support. From the day that the orphaned hatchling broke free from its shell, it has been raised by the Dragon Keeper. In these vulnerable early years of its life, the keeper has committed to teaching, feeding, and protecting the dragon. It is the rarest of creatures, and the dedication, care, and love that she provides is essential to its survival. If not for the keeper's stewardship, the sight of graceful colossal dragons soaring high over the hills and the roar of the thunderous calling would become things of the past. The people that we become are a product of our nature, our genetic makeup, and nurture, influences from our environment and how we are raised. And when we choose to nurture a relationship, whether it is a child, a parent, a friend, a coworker, or a loved one, we foster basic needs such as food, safety, warmth, intimacy, and pleasure. When we give this attention, we are providing the fundamental foundations for growth. You cannot create genius. All you can do is nurture it. So the message I got from that one was being able to see how the work that you do matters over time. Like, you may only see yourself as holding the dragon, as feeding the dragon every day. You're having to change the dragon's diapers, you're having to make sure the dragon has a clean playpen, whatever the things may be. Okay, insert your own dragon, pay the bills, all the things. Okay, you may just see that aspect of it, but really at the end of the day, because of you being consistent in taking care of your dragons, you have ginormous, amazing, majestic beauties flying in the sky, protecting you, providing for you, encouraging you. And so just being able to see that it's easy to get lost in the little baby steps and seeing only the product of that, but I encourage you to allow yourself to take a step back and see the bigger picture. It's like how we started, like, see how far you've come and give yourself credit for that. Be gentle with yourself and nurturing, but also recognize the beauty that is the unique person that is you. There's nobody else that can be you. Nobody else can tame those dragons. Only you can. So thank you for showing up to do what you are here to do, and continue allowing yourself to move down that road. All right, pass to Amanda. Also, hi, Jen. Thanks for joining. Hi, Sarah. It's good to see you guys.
So that stop worrying message called me out a little bit, but that's okay.
I've been my new mantra is worry not, and so it shall be. As soon as my mind starts going into a worrisome fret, I just affirm worry not, and so it shall be.
I like it.
Yeah.
Also, my little dragons are hopefully sleeping, and there's like a whole thing with that as well. So yeah, that whole message resonated a whole bunch. I have one card this round, and it is Eagle Spirit Freedom with the little unicorn down there. So we have learned our lessons. We are out of the danger, and we've now found our wings, left the chrysalis, and we are now flying. And it's not smooth sailing. It will never be smooth sailing. But we're out of all of the darkness that we've been in for the last little while. So we are on a new path. The new path has started, and we are now able to bring in everything that we've been manifesting and start this new life. So that's the whole message. Back to short and sweet.
Okay, well, that's pretty powerful, Amanda, because I literally, the craziest thing, I was driving, there's a river close to where I live, as many of you know. I like to drive down there and walk my dogs and go for a run or whatever. And I was driving there about a week ago, and literally an eagle, a bald eagle, a full-grown male bald eagle that was walked out in front of my car and stopped me in the road and looked at me for a good 7 seconds. I took a picture. And it wouldn't have moved had I not started, I yelled out the window because I was like, hey, dude, I'm keeping traffic. Like, I appreciate the symbol of love, but.
Okay. But when I was living in Toronto, dead center middle of the city, I had to walk through an alleyway to get from the laundromat to my apartment. And an eagle landed dead center in the middle of the alley and would not let me pass. Giant ass bird. I have never seen one in real life, and it's just standing there in front of me, would not let me pass.
Yeah, serious about it. It's crazy. Amanda.
And I also have pictures to prove it.
Yes.
That just made no sense to me.
That's crazy. Amazing, not crazy. I'm reprogramming. Anyways, yes. Eagle spirit, very powerful, very strong. So I pulled a few cards for us from the Manga Tarot deck. I know Amanda loves this one. But then I also felt called to pull us a few cards from the Law of Attraction Tarot. But I'm going to give that one a minute to set. We're going to set on those energies. I want the manga. So the message, this is like a side message within everything else that's happened tonight. So this is about you and your path and your journey. And what the card that came forward first is the Seven of Cups, and the card that came after is the Three of Wands in reverse. And so this is about being able to see where you have invested your time, your energy, your emotions, your love, your thoughts on something that did not work out. It just didn't. You thought it was going to bring you the world. You thought it was going to provide for you. You thought it was going to do whatever the things you thought. It's not. Okay? It's just not. But I implore you, and spirit encourages you, and the universe supports you in seeing all of these other amazing cups that you now have available to you, because you allow yourself to see how this did not work out. You're allowing yourself to be at peace with this not working out, and that has opened up infinite possibilities of abundance for you. And so the encouragement for you is to not focus on the thing, just give yourself grace, do what you need to do. It's your journey, and you have to honor your emotions and be honest with yourself first and foremost. I will say that. But then also, just don't let yourself dwell over the spilt milk. If you find yourself thinking about the things that didn't work out, say thank you for teaching me a lesson, and try to redirect your thoughts somewhere else. Because at this point, Spirit's just telling you, there is really no point in giving your energy to that situation, because this is now what you have. So see the options, see the beauty, what is in front of you and what is before you, and allow yourself to dream in that space. Okay, and I know it's a transition, it takes time for everything, so be gentle with yourself. But really, I don't see any major blocks here anymore. It's like the road is clear. You are just really trying to regain that like sense of uh, the sense of adventure. Like, where are you going to go next? The door is wide open. What are you going to dream of? You are an infinite creator being that can dream up anything you wish. So, where are you going to go? All right, that's my message. Hi, Ja, or hi, Star Soul. Thanks for joining. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I got distracted for a minute. So I pulled out my Nightmare Before Christmas deck for the next one. And I got 3 of Presents, which is 3 of Cups in normal tarot. And then the Star and the Hierophant. So 3 of Cups, most people read it as like a third party situation, but that's not the feeling that I'm getting from this one. This feels more like collaboration and celebration and like people getting together to make their manifestations happen. And it's going to take patience. This is my least favorite card in the entire deck. But we need to have patience. Manifestations are coming. But it's saying that we need to all work together to make that happen. That's it.
I'm just a little confused by the law of attraction cards that I pulled. So I am going to read the message and not think about it, because that's what is best whenever we get messages that are a little confusing. So the first card that came forward is the Justice card. And I love this Justice card. I'm a Libra, y'all know me, so this feels really beautiful because this is being able to see the weight of your actions and where you've been. The card that came with it is the Three of Swords, which in this deck is depicted as an airplane flying through a storm. And with it being the law of attraction, this is what we are manifesting. This is what we are working towards bringing into our lives. And so what I'm seeing through this is you have weighed the pain, the heart. You have also weighed the joys and the pleasures. And you have given yourself space to accept what is, while also allowing yourself to be authentic and real about that answer, about being able to see like things for the way that they really truly are. And this is giving you the strength and ability to be able to move forward, taking that dedicated action and remembering a sense of play. Because as we move forward, we have the Fool and the Queen of Wands. So you're moving forward with a sense of play and a sense of adventure, being able to see kind of this path before you as a new adventure, but a new adventure that you're walking into with the wisdom from where you have been before. And it's like you have this determination now that is unstoppable. Like you've gained so much from the path that you've walked that you're like, yeah, I'm going to be really clear on what it is that I want, and I know exactly, how I'm going to take these steps. And I don't know, I just feel like the overall message from it is what you're attracting right now is a life of authentic abundance, a life where you can really live lighthearted because what you're going to be doing with your time is going to be connected with your passions and your desires. And you're not going to be weighted down by what other people think or what other people are concerned about, because you've gained this sense of knowing, this sense of adventure, that it's like you've gained your independence. It is the freedom, right? You are now the bald eagle that can fly above all the other birds and see from afar. Yeah, so what are you going to do with it? What's the bottom deck? What's the bottom of the deck? What? What is this? Hold on, I'm going to have to look this one up. This deck's a little strange. What is this? The Empress? That's a strange Empress. Okay, so this deck, oh, the Empress looks like Captain America, but it's a woman. You can see the shield, and she has a wand with a giant crystal emerald at the end, and she's journaling. It looks like you, Amanda. What does it say in the book? It says, the Empress expression. If you want your dreams to come true, express it in writing. Express what you intend to do or be in positive terms, and not what you no longer wish to do or be. Amanda.
No.
Wait, a tower was behind it, so your tower moment's over. You've already been through. And look, wait, what is this? Temperance? Okay. Do you need me to say any more? Was that pretty clear? Okay.
That's as clear as it could possibly get. The only way it could be more clear is if Spirit physically came down and knocked me over the head with a baseball bat.
Write a book. Write a book. Write a book. Write a poem. Write a few poems. Write a journal. Write a blurb. Write a post. Whatever. Okay. That's my message. Amanda, do you have any more for the collective? Have we thought about it? Do we want to do individuals, or do we just want to do collectives tonight?
I have energy for individual ones. If you have
I do
energy for
too.
individuals. Okay.
I do too. Okay, collective. Okay, go for it.
All right. So these are my last collectives I got. So I pulled some animal spirits because apparently animal spirits wanted to promote tonight. So I got flamingo, embracing between. And this one's specifically for you, Kristen, dog spirit. So this one feels like an apology for what happened earlier. But be loyal to what you love. So the message this one's literally specifically for you. It's an apology. But this one is for everybody. So this one is basically just to be in the moment and enjoy the moments that happen in between the moments. So those spaces that you don't really notice and you kind of are impatient to get to the next moment. Those are spaces that you're supposed to sit in and just rest and take everything in. So just while you're in those moments, before the next moment gets started, just take your time and let everything in. That's it.
Sorry, I decided that I needed to drop the entire deck and I thought that all of the cards were going to be flipped out everywhere, but they weren't. There were only a few of them, which means they're all for us. You know, that can't happen without them being for us. So apparently, collective, we have a bit of a message for you before we move on to individual readings. But for those of you that would like an individual reading, feel free to stick around. If you're here with us live, we'll be more than happy to offer you guys individual readings, and we'll say our gratitude to Star Soul. It was good to see you. Have fun at your event. We are hilarious. Anyways, okay. So for the collective, final message that came through. First two, they came out in chunks of 2, so we'll take this as it is. 8:55 on the clock. Card number 44, which is truth, and card number 45, which is play. There's a very serious energy mixed with a very playful energy. And so it's about being able to see the balance that you must take in life. Look, and she's holding, look, is that another Libra? Yeah, she's holding another scale. So being able, was that peacock feathers behind her? I couldn't even see that on my, I can't even see that on my, but on the camera on the computer you can. That's hilarious. Wow. Okay. All right, I'm listening. All right. Remain authentic to your core values. Truth can be masked, so be objective when dealing with emotional issues. Address areas in your life that are not achieving your deepest truth. Ooh, address areas in your life that are not achieving your deepest truth, because the whole point of this card is calling you out to be authentic to your truth and not to budge from that truth, whatever that truth may be. You know what it is within you, and it's just reminding you to be authentic to it. Then we also have play, which says find time to incorporate play into your everyday life. Allow your inner child to experience joy. You deserve to be happy and joyful around others. So you've been so busy over here being freaking strong in your truth that you forgot to play. And now that you're trying to figure out how to play, you're like, man, it's easier to be strong in my truth. I'd rather do this. This is easier. Okay, well, it's time to find a balance and play again. And look at those two girls having fun, just doing their thing, being sweet, like Amanda and I. Okay, anyway, I'm on one tonight. Okay, second group of messages is card number 38, which says magic, and card number 39, which is relationships. Okay, this is hilarious because I swear I shuffled these cards. They fell on the ground. Okay, don't ask me. Okay. See you later, alligator, Jen. Anyways, I'm distracted. Magic and relationships. Magic is real. Magic is real. Magic when it comes to relationships are real. It is real. Stop fooling yourself and telling yourself that it's not real, because whatever, it is, okay? It's happening right now, okay? Card number 44 and 45. Card number 38, 39. Magic and relationships. Play and have fun. Be honored, be truthful. New partnerships are coming your way. Reassess present relationships and leave behind those who do not support you. Be clear on what you are committing to. Shift your focus to a positive view. We are all interconnected, linked by a magic thread. Believe in yourself. You have magic in you. I do feel there's a side message here that there may be past relationships that are still haunting your mind, and the big message here is the more energy you give those, the larger they will grow. So just be aware of where your energy goes will flow, and so be mindful, be aware, but be honest and truthful. And I feel like too, there's like, if you feel like you're feeling stuck or stagnant in that, freaking play. Stop whatever you are doing and just play. Dance, have a laugh, something. Break whatever cycle that it is that you're doing, break your energy and do something else and allow yourself to play. Okay, these all fell out on the floor together, like I said last. Okay, I was about to laugh if it was the same. It is not quite, but we've got card number 24 and 35, which is the goddess and prosperity. You are meant to have a prosperous, abundant life. You are meant to have prosperous and abundant life. And I don't just mean abundance in like, yeah, you're going to have a lot of friends and be supportive, but no, this is financial abundance. This is support. This is goddesses don't worry for anything. Goddesses are whole, complete, and at one within themselves. And this is the life that is meant for you, but you have to allow yourself to see it in you. You have to see it in yourself first, because it cannot come fully in for you until you allow it to. It's like you have to take that step to release the thing, so that way the new thing can come in fully. And there's always a balance. There's a yin and yang to life. As one thing comes, another goes. But also, it's like I said, it's like wherever your energy flows, so whatever energy you stay in is going to be what grows. But I really see you being able to see that strength within yourself, and being able to see that goddess within yourself, and really coming to a place of seeing the creator that you are, and knowing that you are always loved and you are always supported. And no matter what, at the end of the day, you have got your back. And that means more than anything could ever, that means more than anybody or anything could ever give you. Last two cards, 34 and 26, which is intuition and wisdom. And immediately I'm drawn to the dragonfly on her throat, because what it somewhere in here, it was like, yeah, your truth. Be strong to your truth. Speak your truth. Don't be afraid. You are not too much. For the right person, you are never too much. You are always just enough. And if you feel like you need to speak or say something, and you want to say it to someone, then you should do it. And don't feel bad or weird about it. Just do. And trust your intuition. You know, you're not coming at this. I always see that like mask in the wind as like, you know, maybe you see yourself in a totally different light than this person does. And so all those worries and all those fears and all those things that are keeping you back or running through your mind, those are all illusions that you have created, and they're staring you back in the face. So if you see them, it's because you've created them. So allow yourself to dispel all of that. Come back into your center, see the truth of the reality that it is where you are right now, here in this now moment, and be grateful for what it is, and be honest and authentic. And I really just, I don't think I can stress the play enough. I really don't think that there is enough play in the world. And like, I don't care how serious it is, what kind of a day you have had, I promise you incorporating play is going to help in one way or another. You know, even if it just breaks the moment, you know, I'm not saying it's a cure-all, but it's helped me through a lot. So. Okay, I'm sorry that was super long-winded, but that's what it was. So we are now here in this now moment. If anyone would like a reading today, drop a 333 down in the chat, and Amanda and I, we will popcorn pick the names that we see. And yeah, if we don't see any names, Amanda, we can start with each other, but I feel like the messages have already been between you and I tonight. So. I mean, I've seen your face in every single card I've pulled. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. But on a side note, man, I am so freaking happy right now. Like, life is just so good. Why do we ever concern ourselves with anything?
I don't know.
I don't either. Yes. Okay, cool. Sarah's in for one. I feel like Jen would listen to one too, but I really only want to pull for those that are here present. I want to feel your energy with this. So
you know what? I'm gonna pull you this deck wanted to talk to you anyway.
I hear it. I hear it. I
And
feel like
then
there's a deck at the store that is calling for me right now. I can hear it. And they posted, my store that I always go to, they posted online today with a whole bunch of new decks. So I'm like, oh no, it's definitely one of those. Yes.
okay, but in this current moment, this deck wants to talk to you.
Okay. I hear you. Yeah, there's Jen. Okay. There's Jessica. Okay, cool. Yeah, you guys gotta let us know because we're flowing. Tonight's the act of surrender, right? The practice of surrender. I'm pulling my animal dreaming cards. I don't know why. Like, I genuinely love this deck, but it's so weird. Like the messages in the book are just strange, and the animals themselves are strange because it's like an awareness deck. So, anyways, I'll pass it to you, Amanda.
Who are you pulling for right now?
I was gonna pull for you, but then
Okay.
we should pull for. Did you already pull one for me?
Yeah, I got one for you.
Okay, so then I'll pull one for you, and then we can both we'll pull Sarah, Jen, and Jessica. If we want, we can both just pull one card for both of them, for all of them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, because
Okay.
we're working with two different energies. So, oh, that's hilarious. I'm done. I can't. Spirit, I bow to you again.
This is the first time Spirit's actually given one card for you, so.
I'm the same. One card. What just happened? And the card that it is, you're about to laugh. You're gonna laugh. Do you want to see? Do you?
Yeah, you go first.
Just look.
Of course, this.
Yeah. So the Dragonfly. Let's see. It's card number 6. Card number 6, the Dragonfly. Like I said, this deck is a little strange, so take it for what it's worth. Dragonfly is card number 6, and it says illusion. Like the butterfly, the dragonfly embodies regenerative powers of rebirth. After mating, the dragonfly deposits their eggs in water. What? Okay. I'm sorry, I'm done. I'm just. I'm sorry. Okay. Where are they? Okay. Somebody stop me, please. Okay.
Spirit told us to play. We're playing.
I'm imagining like frothy bubbles on top of the river, and the dragonfly is going and like laying their eggs. Anyway.
A single egg in each bubble.
Okay. After mating, dragonflies deposit their eggs in water, where they hatch and develop into ferocious aquatic larvae. Yeah, it says that. Okay, before transmuting into adult dragonflies. I want to see why are they ferocious, though? Okay.
I don't know, but that's totally fitting with me.
The dragonfly emerges from a fully aquatic lifestyle to a creature capable of full aerial flight, no longer restricted to the confines of the pond or the river into which it initially hatched. Look at that, I was right, the river, okay. Dragonfly experiences a symbolic death at the midpoint of its life. After a period of obligatory dormancy, the dragonfly reemerges as an apparently completely new creature, which deceptively iridescent wings that seem to glisten with the changing light. A transformation dragonfly is yearning to see you make today. As children, we may be taught values and beliefs that we are based on culture or family tradition and morals that may simply be regarded as outdated in today's society. These illusions seem so real, though, that we accept them as our reality. As we mature, these ways often contradict our self-discovered principles, and we learn to adapt them accordingly. However, depending on how deeply these beliefs are ingrained, sometimes we cannot shake them in order to make our own way. When this happens, we find ourselves in turmoil because we feel as though we are dishonoring our culture or our family by trying to follow our own truth. Again, another card about following our truth. If Dragonfly has darted into your cards today, you are being urged to break through self-endorsed limitations that hinder your development or growth. Look at yourself and acknowledge the illusions you may have woven around yourself as a form of protection. Ask yourself if these illusions were put there in place to prevent you from seeing a truth or to prevent others from seeing the real you. Have you started believing in your own deception, in a falsely created originally to protect your sense of security or self-esteem? Another card about more confidence. Your view of the world may be restricted by your tainted perception of what is real and what is not, and as the result, the view the rest of the world has on you may also be unfairly tainted, meaning that other people don't get to see how amazing you are because you're not letting them see how amazing you are. And also, the dragonfly can fly in any direction. It's like a ninja. It can go forward, backwards, upwards, downwards. It's multi-directional, baby. It can zoom out of here. You are multi-directional. You can go anywhere. You are never stuck. You are never actually stuck. It is an imagined stuck. And also, if you die halfway through, if you feel like you're like halfway through your life and it's like that old you is now dead and you are reborn into a new you and you're like, what in the actual HE double hockey sticks? Because I am like halfway through my life. This is not how it's supposed to be. You're a freaking dragonfly, okay?
Yeah.
You had to live in dormancy for the first half of your life and now you get to go off and be amazing dragonfly. So, yeah.
Yeah, I am a completely new creature that has never existed before, and I don't know how to deal with that. So yes, that all tracks.
I just laughed because of why was it the dragonfly? Yeah. Okay, off to you, Amanda.
Okay, so you got the prettiest card in this deck. And she also kind of looks like you. But it's the Spirit of Magic. And she's got a singing bowl in her hands and roses all around her. And she's got like branches just coming out of everywhere. And it says magic, tales, believe in fairies. It says believe in fairies. So yeah. But I'm going to read from the book on this one because it told me to. So there's two parts to this. There's no reverse on these cards, but there's a story and then a message. So the story. I believe in fairies. I believe in tales. I believe in magic. I just have to open my little magic music box and the spirit of magic floats all around me. I pay no attention to those who try to convince me that magic is childish and that believing is a waste of time. I've been raised in the spirit of magic, and I know that this is the source of everything on this sweet planet. I will never stop seeing magic everywhere, nor will I stop believing. So, the message for you. Do you believe in fairies? Do you believe in tales? Do you believe in magic? You do. Bravo. Anyway, you should open yourself up to the great spirit of magic. That means being able to see everything as a true miracle and believing that a powerful magic surrounds you, helping you manifest your highest dreams. Connect to the spirit of magic and magic will abound in your life. And that's it. They don't want me to say anymore.
Abrupt end. Okay. That was perfect. That was exactly what I needed. Because, yeah, believe in the magic and the fairies. And what did I feel like I needed to wear tonight? My fairy ears.
Mm-hmm.
And I needed to believe that it was okay to wear them. So,
Yes.
yeah. All right, my beautiful, amazing souls. We're going to go Sarah first, and then we're going to read for Jen, and then we're going to read for Jessica. And what I was thinking was I just pulled one card for each of you. So You can have one card from me and one card from Amanda, and we'll just have our beautiful evening and wrap it up from there. I'm excited. I got some really great cards for you guys. Amanda, do you mind if I go first, or do you?
Yeah, I was gonna say we should do one at a time because I can only do one person at a time, so that the decks can tell me who wants to talk to.
Oh yeah, yeah. I got you. But Sarah's the first person we're doing.
Yeah. Oh, and there's your card. Okay, go for it.
Okay, my beautiful Sarah. I feel called to let you know that your card is a water card. And so, really, if you have any space within you that really just feels like you could use a little extra healing right now, find some water, be close to it, be in it. If you can, take a nice hot bath. If you can't do a bath, do like a great shower, or just go be around water in whatever capacity you can be. But you, my beautiful Sarah, have card number 31, which is Dolphin, and it says breath. Dolphin is one of Spirit's midwives. That's really funny because dolphin assisted births have been like on my mind, and that, so anyways, dolphins are midwives. But in this case, Dolphin is one of Spirit's midwives. Spirit's midwives, so delivering spirit babies. Dolphin is present when we are born. She helps us take our first breath and then pilots us through life in much the same way as she will guide a boat from port out into the open sea. She reminds us to breathe as we embark on all creative ventures. The time spent in the womb is sacred. It shapes our view of the world before and after we are born. Realizing what life was like for both you and your mother while she was carrying you will help explain why you act and react towards life the way you do. Ooh, pause. Okay, so like, wow, if you have things in your life that you're like, why do I act this way? Or what do I react like initially towards something? If you have a close relationship with your mom, maybe ask your mom like what was going on in her life whenever you were in her womb. Like what kind of mental struggles was she going through, and maybe see how that reflects back into your life. Anyways, your sense of security and confidence, again, another card about confidence, guys. Your relationships and even the type of employment you seek are all influenced by the quality of time you spent in your mother's womb and the conditions under which you drew your first breath. You agreed to everything as it is, as it was, and as it will be before entering this life. What you do with this understanding and how you let it affect you is the key to a healthy, happy existence. If Dolphin has swum into your cards today, you are being prompted to review your life by asking questions that may trigger heartfelt reactions to your time in your mother's womb. This is so strange and specific. Ask yourself what life was like for you and your mother during this time. Consider the possibility that there may be things that you are trying to bring to fruition that are unconsciously being blocked by your memory of your time in the womb. Are you symbiotically holding your breath as you intuitively remember anxiety? Oh my gosh, stop. Are you symbolically holding your breath as you intuitively remember anxiety? The stress of your mother and your birth, for example. To answer this question, sit in the sacred silence, still your inner chatter and self-doubt, and meditative journey back through your life into your time in the womb. Relive your birth, your first birthday, and even birthday thereafter. They will act as anchors, starting points from which you may proceed to examine your life. Talk to your mother or someone you trust to help you remember. Evaluate the details that stand out and see them as a foundation on which to remap your journey, to check your life's blueprint and to review the sacred contracts you signed before entering this world. See this as an opportunity to reclaim your power, to rebirth, and to finally honor the first breath you ever took. Wow. I've never read this card, and I think it's kind of crazy that very, very specific. So I hope you got exactly what you needed out of that, Sarah. Definitely make some time for your mother. And also the other bit I got out of that too was being able to seek someone who can do Akashic readings and being able to see what the contracts are that you signed before you came in, to be able to understand better what it is that you are here to do. That might help you in your path right now at this moment. So yeah, that's for you, Sarah.
So it's kind of funny because I pulled Justice and it told me to read from the book, and it's giving confirmation of going and speaking to your mom to get answers. But I'll read you from the book. So it says, you're searching for the truth, which isn't always easy. Seek out the views and opinions of others to give you a clearer perspective of what's really going on. If you're in the process of making a big decision, be sure to think about all the possible outcomes and keep future repercussions in mind. I do agree with checking into the Akashic records, as well as looking into past lives as well, and seeing what information you get from that. But definitely talking to your mom and experts to get some guidance on whatever truth it is that you're looking
Thank
for.
you,
That's it.
Amanda. Yeah, that was super. Because I mean, like I said, I've pulled Dolphin before, and I just don't think I've ever actually read from the book. I had no idea that it was so specific about your mom and really connecting with your mom, because everyone has a different relationship with their mom. So, some of you, maybe your mom's passed on and you can't connect with her, but that doesn't mean that you can't still enjoy this connection with your mom. I think the message that I want to share with that is just adding that, like, if you cannot connect with your mom in this way, you can still gain the wisdom needed through meditation. And honestly, I would be happy to facilitate that. That sounds like a really healing meditation. So I'll bookmark this and we will do a healing mother meditation in the Cove this upcoming week. So keep an eye out for us, and we'll do that. So yeah. Anyways, Jen, are you ready for your reading? I'm gonna go even if you don't say yes or no, because we're in the flow. 9:22 on the clock, Jen. Card number 3, you have a transformation as well in the butterfly. Butterfly dreaming works vibrationally with the number 3. Since ancient times, 3 has represented creative power and growth. 3 was the first number to traditionally represent the whole. As a symbol, the number 3 contains an obvious beginning, middle, and end. This is the triad, a term which embodies the universal nature of the world as heaven, earth, and sea. If life is a whole encompassing the 3 phases of the moon, for example, the 3 phases of human development, maiden, youth, mother, father, and crone or sage, and humanity itself, being made up of body, mind, and soul. As the butterfly moves from one developmental stage of life to another, as it moves from the darkness and confines of the chrysalis to the light of freedom, it shows trust in its ability to grow and adapt to new situations. Butterfly promises that when contemplating change, and when the time is right, she will offer 3 potent windows of opportunity to rebirth, grow, and heal on all levels. With each window augured by butterflies in the stomach. Okay, that was a strange word to use right there, but okay. Butterflies in the stomach, lasting approximately 1 week. Again, why is this so specific? Okay, I'm gonna start over because this is important. Apparently, this is important. Pay attention. Butterfly promises that when contemplating change, and when the time is right, she will offer 3 potent windows of opportunity to rebirth, grow, and heal on all levels, with each window augured, yeah, augured, by butterflies in the stomach, lasting approximately 1 week. Such a period is typically followed by a figurative death, represented by the ending of a job or a relationship, a bout of depression, a breakdown, or a sudden shift in awareness. Only after the darkness is celebrated can clarity and gratitude be reinstated. So this is like saying you're going to go through 1 week of just really feeling like butterflies in your stomach, woo woo, and then another week of feeling like a figurative death, and then another week of like maybe a bit of depression or, a shift in awareness, and then you're going to have your clarity. So, for whatever that's worth, Jen. When initiating change, wait for the butterflies in the stomach. Okay, so none of this is going to happen until you initiate the change, until you do the thing. That's big. This is the best time to get things moving. So when you feel those butterflies in the stomach, that is when it's time to take action. However, if you feel the butterflies in the stomach but you cannot activate anything due to extenuating circumstances, do not fret. Butterfly offers 3 windows of opportunity. Simply wait until the next time the butterflies are felt. But be aware that if the second opportunity is left unheeded, the third chance may very well be the last one offered for some time. To have butterfly flit its way into your cards is to be encouraged to harness the silence so that you may better hear those around you, both corporally and ethereally, those who may be calling to you from their heart rather than from their voice. That is all for you, my beautiful Jen. Amanda, I pass it to you.
So this card is interesting following that one. So you got Violet Angel, Breaking Dawn, and every time I hear Breaking Dawn, I always hear the phrase, it's always darkest before the dawn. So with that, talking about like going through this darkness, and then you get the dawn coming in. But we're reading books today for some reason. So it says, there have been times recently when you've felt you've lost your spark and that your physical body has been exhausted, almost as if you were born tired. It has been a long night of the soul, but now I'm here to let you know that not only has the worst passed, but the best is on the horizon. It's faint and it's gathering energy, but it's on its way. Soon, with this new dawn, your energy will begin to flow again, and you'll feel reconnected to your own internal power source once more. Your spirit will blossom and your intuition will hum. Please awaken earlier and be ready to begin our work on this new project by spending time outside in nature in the early morning. We are all super specific tonight.
Yay. Hey, you know what? I'm here for it. I feel like it's been a while since Spirit has been this specific, so thank you, Spirit. We did ask for clear and concise messages, so.
Facts.
All right. I'm still recuperating, yeah, from my last tower. Well, I think, honestly, Jen, what I felt towards the end of that message actually was that those butterflies and the feeling, that's the feeling that you're going to get when you get your clarity. So you're somewhere in the mess of those 3 weeks that they were talking about. I can't go back into it, but regardless, you're somewhere in there. And once you start feeling those butterflies in your stomach again, that's when you're going to feel ready to take action. So right now you're getting bombarded with messages about taking action and doing things and following your dreams and listening to your hopes and da 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 da. And this is Spirit telling you that all of those messages are to amp you up and get you prepared and get you ready, because once you feel those butterflies, it is go time. It is go time. Okay? Go time. Because yes, you still have that third window that's going to come, but what Spirit is saying is if you don't go time when you feel the go time this time, then when that third window opens, it's not going to be as noticeable. It's not going to be as like bright for you. And once it comes and goes, then it may be a while until the butterfly reappears and you have those windows. So it's just saying, like, this is your window. It will come. Take it because you deserve it, because you are ready, because you have everything you need. You are exactly where you're meant to be. So don't hold yourself back from living the life that you want to live, because it'll change. We always do. So live your dreams and allow yourself to believe in yourself enough to follow through. Yeah, Jen. Okay. Last message is for my beautiful Jessica. And I love this card. I'm really pleased that we pulled the Animal Dreaming deck. You have card number 28, which is the Crow. Hello, dear friend. Thank you for joining us. It says card number 28, which says Law. As a creature of the void, Crow is believed to exist in the past, the present, and the future simultaneously, to embody darkness within the light and light within the dark, and to watch over all the worlds and dimensions from all viewpoints in chorus. She makes little distinction between right and wrong, but acknowledges the necessary for the existence of both. Without them, we wouldn't learn the lessons afforded by choice. According to legend, when Crow appears, she is challenging our perceptions while daring us to follow her deep into the void, into our subconscious, to strengthen our principles and our relationships with spirit. Crow encourages us to seek the wisdom found in the inner silence and to ponder our actions and reactions to life. We inherently know the difference between right and wrong. Crow asks us, therefore, to trust our judgment and to make the most sensible decision when one is required. Her appearance generally heralds a sudden but necessary change, a wake-up call, or a lesson in self-discovery. Crow is one of the sacred keepers of universal law and the custodian of ancient records. Again, another Akashic Records. I also just got certified for Akashic Record reading, so if you guys want in on that, hit me up. She espouses the law of three under, again, another, let's do the law of three, the understanding that whatever we do will be returned to us threefold, that it matters not what we do in this life so long as our actions bring harm to none. She reminds us that our actions are recorded, and although karma appears patient, it often is ruthless in its delivery. To understand these laws and to live by them with the purest intent will see us exit this life and journey to the next with a clear memory of our previous life, and the lessons learned during that time. If Crow has flown into your cards today, listen to your instincts and act upon them. That honorably serves your purpose. Treat others as you would like to be treated, and never expect others to do what you should do yourself. And never act in a way that may cause harm to another. Breaking these simple rules will see strong arm of spiritual law slam down the karmic hammer. You have all the wisdom and knowledge you need within you to make the right decision. Call upon it now, and you cannot make a mistake. So, my dear Jessica, the only thing I will add to this is trust your truth and trust the decisions that you make that honor that truth. Only you can know your heart. Like, no one can know your path, your journey, your ambitions, your inspirations, your pains better than you. You have walked your path very strong and very clear. And if you have a truth inside of you that you feel like you are having to defend or argue or pursue, Spirit is asking you to be real with yourself. Like, just be level with yourself. You're not playing this big cosmic game with anybody but you. So realize that, acknowledge your truth, accept your truth for what it is. Don't judge it. It's okay if your journey looks different than others. And trust in the process of it. And the other message that was like kind of a side message is like the karma is going, like, karma will be delivered where it is due. Okay, if people have wronged you, they will see theirs, just as you will see yours for the beautiful things that you have done. And so, although this does not take away the wrong that people have done to us, Spirit does hope that it helps you feel a little more peace at night, knowing that, you know, just as the good you do ripples out into the world, the energies that other people put upon you ripple out into the world as well. So, but we're not worried about others. We focus on our divine path, and we focus on how we can step forward. And so just bringing you back to your center and trusting your path and trusting your truth. Yeah, that's it. Da-da-da-da-da.
All right, so mine's kind of specific. They're not having me read from the book for you, Jessica. So I pulled out the Ancient Oak Spirit, which is strength again. But more importantly, I don't know if Brendan still does them, and I don't know how much you attended them, but the meditations that Brendan used to do, where we would go to our own temples and sit and talk to our ancestors, and then like sometimes on Sundays we would see our avatars and then go to the tree. Anyway, this is an exact representation of my temple. This picture is 100% what my temple looks like. That is exactly what the door looks like. That is exactly the tree that I enter. This is 100% my temple. And when I got this deck, I was very freaked out by that. But
Just noting it's 9:36 on my clock, and I have also the 11. Sorry, go for it.
That's fun. So I feel like that's really significant. If Brendan still does it, definitely try to get into that meditation with him. If he doesn't, it's important for you to speak with your ancestors and get back in touch with your inner goddess and who you really are in the 5D, and get that power back, basically. But just find that peace within yourself by visiting your inner temple again. That's it.
Love that, Amanda. I kind of want you to read from the book, though, because Ancient Oak Spirit.
Yeah, I can. Like that's very much my temple. So that's my personal card in this deck.
I haven't even thought about that, but I have not gone and sat in that way with the ancestors. What we looked in the mirror, we called upon our ancestors, we asked them to be with me, and then the ancestors walked us up to our mirrors, where we then embodied our light guardians and went to the tree. But like having that moment where you connect with your ancestors and having them like walk you up, I never really thought about it, but yeah, like we were always chit-chatting on the walk, you know, and like catching up. And yeah, I haven't done that in forever. So like the only time I see my ancestors is when I'm over here crying about something. They kind of want to see me more than that. It's funny.
Yeah, see, I go to that temple all the time. I was doing it before Brendan's meditation. I do it constantly. I just don't talk to anybody there. That's just where I go to hang out and spend time with my inner child and make crafts.
Love that.
It's a fun place. But I'll read you the card.
Yeah.
So this card represents standing strong in your truth. It appears as a sign that you need to step into your strength, or conversely, when you're responding to a situation with too much strength. Recall how a strong wind will cause the flexible willow to bend, but the rigid oak branch to break. The appearance of ancient oak spirit may also foretell mystical experiences ahead. Oak spirit acts as a reminder of the wellspring of power within you. Traditionally, this tree has symbolized endurance, strength, mystical wisdom, courage, and nobility. Remember that inner strength means speaking your truth without guile or over explaining yourself. It means living with full authenticity, even if everyone seems against you. The oak tree doesn't need to overtly declare its power, it just is. There may be a blockage in your life or one soon to come. Now's the time to amass your inner strength to move beyond it. This is a card of good fortune. If a dream has eluded you, know that you have the fortitude to achieve your goals. Help from mystical realms is at hand. Believe in your own inner strength. What are currently obstacles will be tomorrow's stepping stones to success. That's it.
Another card about standing strongly in our truth.
That's the theme tonight, apparently.
Yes. Like I said, I really felt it. It was like, you know, things happen in life that either help us become stronger in our truth or shake us in our truth. And I feel like lately it has been like a blanket, and it's like I feel like somebody's like shaking this blanket under me with my truth, and I'm like, no, I know my truth. Just hold it out. They'll stop shaking the blanket soon, is what Spirit's saying, but just keep holding on to your truth. And it's like I feel like it's so that way whenever they're done shaking the blanket, you are so strong in your truth that it doesn't matter what happens. You can be like the willow and you can bend. Your truth can be flexible, but you are strong within what it is. I don't know if that made sense. But yeah. Okay.
It did.
I'm done making metaphors. Kristen's getting sleepy. I can feel it. That 9:36 hit the clock and I was like, I'm ready for a cup of hot cocoa and maybe a snuggle blanket and a good movie. I'm feeling it. It's a Friday night. I think I'm gonna love you guys all until I go to bed tonight, but I am just so grateful for Friday Night Tarot. It's always a blessing and a pleasure to be able to come and share these messages with you, Amanda, and all of our amazing soul family. Thank you all so much for coming tonight. It's been a pleasure. And thank you, Spirit, for the very strangely specific messages tonight. I'm excited to see how all of our lives change here in the next month, because that's apparently happening. So, yeah.
Yep.
All right, Amanda, do you have anything else you want to add to the space?
No, that was it.
Sweet. Well, I think the only thing that I want to share is thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. I honor you. I cherish you. And for anybody that's interested, feel free to press the thumbs up video to like this. And if you feel called to, you can subscribe to my channel by hitting that bell button. You'll be notified when I go live. And then also we do meditation Mondays. So see you guys on Monday, 9 a.m. CDT. Figure out your own time zones elsewhere. Check me out in the Discord if you want to stay tuned. And that's all for now. Peace, love, and namaste. Have an amazing rest of your day. Okay, bye.
Bye.
We didn't do the love splash.